Day 3 of being a boy on a dating app? Uh-oh.
So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps.
Well, yeah, of course it's
He
going
was
to be
telling me
easy.
that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account.
Right.
I've been a virtual boy for 3 days.
Uh-huh.
And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get this girl to like me. And I'm starting to hate women. Because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6.
Uh-huh.
But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s. And even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
Based. Completely based. Absolutely highest delusion. Proves women are unable to think outside their own perspective. Why should they be running for political office then? True, brother. And no, she's totally right about this. And the fact is that, like, I've never used a dating app. I've never used a dating app. The way I look at it, this is just really, like, it might sound bad, but like dating apps, people are going to look at you based off of how you look. I look like a weird guy. And so why would I use a dating app? Like, why would I do that? Like, if I know I'm just going to get people that won't match with me, right? It'd be obvious. So like, try it for science. I don't know if I'd really do that now. Exactly. And you're tall at least. Yeah, I'm a tall guy, right? I'm like 6'3", somewhere around there, right? I'm a pretty tall guy. You see me in IRL videos, and usually I'm one of the tallest people there, if not the tallest. But overall, I'm a pretty weird looking guy. And I've never used dating apps. I've never, not even once. But I hear from every single guy that uses dating apps that they are absolutely fucking horrible. And I think that the reality is that for women, they're also horrible. But they're horrible in a different way. Like, for men, they're horrible for hooking up. And for women, they're horrible for getting relationships. So what ends up happening is that basically, like I heard this thing. Not entirely sure this is completely true, but like, men are the gatekeepers of relationships and women are the gatekeepers of sex. And I think that there's a lot of men that are willing to hook up with a girl and, like have sex with her, like, do like a one-night stand or something like that. But they don't want to have a long-term relationship with this girl. So what ends up happening is that you have all of these girls that are going to like top 10% guys. And then these guys aren't interested in any of them. But because they have these guys that are using them on a roster, they think that they are that quality, that caliber of girl. And so they don't want to downgrade and date some guy that works at the auto mechanic shop, right? For whatever reason, because they think that they deserve their multimillionaire husband who's going to take care of them. And so what happens is that women get a totally distorted reality because of that. And men also get a distorted reality because they're in the ecosystem where it's like, why would a woman want to match with a guy that's like, let's say a 5 or a 6, if she could match with a guy that's an 8 or a 9, right? And he's successful. And so it also validates them too. And this is another thing is I think that a lot of women use dating apps, and I think that men do this too, but obviously this is something that's more beneficial for women, is that they use it for validation. So like they'll go and use a dating app and they'll see, oh wow, all these guys are matching with me, and it will make them feel good about themselves. So even women matching with guys that are like kind of subpar or guys that are just average, I think there's a psychological component to that where they don't want to do that because then that would give them the impression that they are average, that they're subpar or something like that. Sadly, men cannot do the same. Well, I think that's what happens. I do. And again, I don't use dating apps. I'm just simply observing this as like an outside perspective. That's all. Every last one of these hosts is a body count of 50 plus. It's over, man. Well, I don't know about that. Bro, I'm making over 120K a year. I'm not super fat. I'm 6'1", 180 pounds. I can't get a date to go on a dating app. Well, there's a lot of guys that are just ugly. Like, that's the reality. Like, if you look like a weird looking guy, you're going to have it. Like, why would a chick want to match with you if you were ugly? Why would they want to do that? Like, I mean, you wouldn't match with a hog, would you? No. So, like, it's really, and you can't get mad at them for that, right? I mean, you can maybe get mad at God, but at the end of the day, it's just spawn RNG. Like, you're not out there on hog watch, so what do you expect them to be doing looking for Quasimodo? It's just the way it is. That's life. That's how it is. And like, yeah, Respawn, yeah, exactly, right? And so if you're not top 10% or fucked, yeah, mad at who? Yeah. And so, was it whatever podcast here? No, like, y'all really, everybody's got a bunch of fucking opinions on this, I see. Oh my God. So, let me go back and look at this here and find it. Poor friend zone Pete, how generous of her to help out her sixth friend. I don't know, like, I have no idea. She's not lying, and I thought people liked her for her good character. I mean, yeah, right. And she's probably one of the reasons Pete feels like crap, because I guarantee that he's interested in her. I mean, like, everybody is just, bro, they're writing out this whole fan. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't even know who this guy is. I have no idea. So, yeah, non-Quasimodo's matching. Yeah, exactly. Average women do not want average men. No, they don't. They don't. Average women do not want average men. And you can see this. How many of these fucking romance novels are... and the ones that aren't, my boyfriend is an 8-foot-tall werewolf with a 15-inch dick. Like, let's assume that we're not talking about those, okay? But let's just talk about the ones where it's like a normal guy. Well, this normal guy is a good-looking, in-shape, young man that is a financially successful, comes from a well-off family, or is in one way or another a self-made man. Like, basically, a lot of women look at this is, again, like, I'm basing this off of what I've observed, right? I mean, I'm obviously not a woman, so I'm just guessing. But I think that a lot of women look at dating as like an ego trip, right? And they see, dating a guy that's a loser, because a lot of women, they'll talk to their friends about, whichever guy they're dating. And if they're dating a loser, it's going to make them feel bad for themselves, right? And personality matters. Yeah, personality matters to an extent. They want 50 Shades of Grey. Exactly. Yeah. They want a guy that's very rich, very well off. He's going to treat them right, but he's also going to know how to take control at the right moments. And, all these massive lists of things. So all the dating apps are pay to win as well. I didn't even know that. I had no idea about that. I blame the body positivity movement made the uggos too confident. It's not body positivity. Body positivity movement is just a psyop for fat women to get fat women and for fat women to convince men to like them. That's the only thing the body positivity movement was for. And it's basically gone away now because all the women that were fat that were trying to start it, they're dead because they died because they're fat. So problem solved itself. But anyway, going back to this, I do think that basically the preponderance of guys that are above average that use dating apps as basically a Pokedex, gotta catch them all. And if you're a really attractive guy, I bet that's great. That's awesome if you have this opportunity. But the overwhelming majority of guys don't have that opportunity. And once people, it's kind of like a streamer, right? Whenever streamers get a certain view count, they think that they deserve that view count. But the problem is that after that, if the view count changes or whatever, now they have it in their mind, they're anchored around, oh, I'm a 1,000 viewer streamer. I'm a 500 viewer streamer. So like the moment that like you go down back to like 200 or back to like 600 viewers, right? Or something, then now you feel like a loser. You feel like you're a failure. And I think that's the reason why women do that. That's it. The problem is fat chicks think they can have a 10 to 10. Yeah, I mean, sure. She's probably one of the reasons people... Let me see if I can find this. This is some more shit. Same woman won't find guys a chance. These days, it's posted from 2024. Yeah, it's probably worse than now. It's basic supply and demand. Women can get a date and casual sex in less than 30 minutes while having hundreds of men to choose from. Of course, she's going to be insanely picky when spoiled for choice. It's just natural. If you had 100 companies desperate to hire you, you're going to pick the absolute best one. Exactly, yeah. And this is just the way it is. So y'all just jaded in the community regarding women. I know you don't want to hear it. It's the truth. I think that really, I mean, there's a lot of guys, I think that they just feel like they did this is the problem that guys have, right? Is they feel like they did everything right in life. They did everything they were supposed to do. And now they can't get a girlfriend. They don't get taken seriously. And they don't have the opportunities that they thought that they deserved. And so I think that really that's the main issue of what happens. Like there's guys that are successful and everything, and they're not able to get a girlfriend. And so like, that's it. They'll cry more. Well, they will. I mean, like, yeah, they're upset. They're mad about it. Like, I mean, that's the whole point, right? I mean, obviously that's the reason why. I try so hard and that's no good. Yeah, exactly, right? Subverted expectations. Just be better. Well, I mean, just based off the law of averages, half the people are going to be below average. Like, that's the truth. Half the people are going to be below average because that's what an average is. It's basically just ethnic cleansing of fatties. That's not what I said, okay? And, yeah, overall, you always need to be more confident. That's what women want. No, they don't. They only want confidence from guys that are really attractive. Like, there are guys that could open up with a line about, like, you know, like, make a sexual comment towards a girl, and, like, a girl would be okay with it. But it depends on who the guy is, right? I mean, like, that's the truth, is that, like, you can talk to people based off of the way that they see you. And if they don't see you as a person that they can talk to you that way, then they're not going to want to talk to you that way. Getting shit done is attractive? Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? I mean, like, to me, like, I've never really, like, I don't talk a lot about, like, dating or anything like that. Like, I don't really get into that. I feel like the reason why I don't talk about a lot on my stream is that, number one, I'm 35, right? I'm 35 years old. Like, the people that are talking about, like, dating streams and, like, this fucking bullshit, like, you gotta be, like, 23 for this. Yeah, you gotta be, physically unattractive is creepy. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, what the fuck? So, like, I don't go around and talk about this a whole lot. But one thing I've definitely, you're still young? Uh-huh, right. And so, let me guess, you're older than me. 35 is the new 25? Well, I don't know. But, yeah, if you're attractive, it's romantic. If you're ugly, it's creepy. That's a fact. And so, anyway, so, no, I mean, but I've definitely, the way that I've been treated, like, growing up, especially, like, I was always treated for looking weird. I always got treated bad for looking weird. And I just got used to that, right? But I think that there's a huge advantage that you have if you are attractive or people like the way that you look. And if you don't have that opportunity, you are at a massive disadvantage from other people. You're at a tremendous disadvantage. So, yeah. And, yeah, damn, it must be ass to be ugly. You know, it sucks. It definitely does. And, dating's the biggest gotcha in existence. I used to look weird. Maybe you're right. And so, yeah, that's really the way I see almost everything. Every stream you talk about your age, it makes me feel old. I do. I probably, honestly, I probably do. It's, and the thing is that, like, now, like, I look at streaming, like, let me see, I'll pull this up. Is there anybody, does there anybody live that's older than me? Is maybe Hutch? Is Hutch older than me? Maybe? Maybe there's gotta be like Summit? Yeah, but is Summit even live? Oh, he's, I'm scrolling down, like, he's at 7. These are 12. So I'll get to him. Okay, it's like some. It's just like I mean, I do feel old. I feel old as fuck, man. I absolutely do. DSP, yeah, DSP's old. Payo's older than me, yeah, Payo's older than me. Yeah, exactly. And you're rich. It beats hot any day. That's not true. No girl wants to date a guy because he's like wealthy. Like no girl wants to be in that position. There are girls that put themselves in that position out of desperation, but they don't want to. They don't want to be in that position. Bro, what? Dude, you're so wrong. Well, wouldn't I know better than anybody? I mean, I'm not trying to flex on anybody, but, like, wouldn't I know this? Wouldn't I have an insight into this? I'm just saying, right? I mean, like, maybe. So, like, I would have a good example. Gold diggers are a term for a reason. Yeah, but a woman doesn't want to be a gold digger. That's my whole point, right? Is it like she doesn't want to have to be that? Like, there are plenty of, like, they will not do that. Like, the women that go for that kind of a guy do it usually out of desperation. They do it because, like, they can't get another guy, and so they end up settling with this older guy, maybe, that's got a lot of money that will take care of them, that they don't really respect. Like, that's really, that's the reality of it. Because everybody acts like, oh, well, if you have a lot of money, if you're rich, then you can get any girlfriend you want. That's not true. It's massive bullshit take. Y'all don't like it. So here's the problem. I'm gonna hit some people. No, people not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. The reason why a lot of guys on the internet think that money is the key to unlocking and getting a bunch of girlfriends is because that's the one thing they don't have. And if they can blame it on something that's out of their control, they can remove their own accountability from why they don't have a girlfriend. That's the way it is. Actually, true take, yep. People might not like that. They might not like it. But somebody got to say it. And no, money is not a cheat code. It is not. There are plenty of chicks that do not give a fuck about that. And it's especially true, like, obviously, like, but there's a spectrum, right? I mean, like, a woman isn't going to want to date a guy that's broke, right? Not going to want to date somebody that's broke, that's got no job. But, like, if you have a decent job and, like, you're taking care of yourself, like, you've basically hit that threshold. Like, I mean, for a lot of chicks, right? But bad take, don't listen to them? Okay, all right, listen. I will tell you what I think is true. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to tell you what some fucking idiot is going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the way it is from the best of my understanding. I'm wealthy, he's right. Yeah, exactly. And so, let me go. You just contradicted yourself. All right. I'll pull up one person because there's a lot of people that really have opinions on this. They do. Y'all really have opinions on this. Women want stability. If you don't have money, they'll leave you eventually. Yeah, but that stability is binary, is what I'm saying, right? Like, let's say if you're making $100,000 a year, let's say you're getting $100,000 a year. The guy that's making $300,000 a year is not 3 times as attractive as you. That's the point that I'm making. Is that there's like a huge diminishing return for this. And like to the extent that a man is making enough money to take care of himself, that's enough. That's enough. I'm saying like if you're like super rich or something like that, that's not going to multiply it beyond somebody that, yeah, looks get you in the door, money makes her stay. Maybe, right? You're wrong about the poor thing. I'm poor. I have a good wife. I bring stability for us mentally and our kid, which is what she wants. Good for you. I don't even think that's... When did I ever say the opposite? I didn't even say that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, and there's way too many examples of ugly celebrities with hot wives for there to be zero truth for it. So, let me go ahead. I gotta pull you up. I gotta pull you up, and I'm gonna talk to you about this. I'm gonna talk to you about this big time. All right. This guy, I don't even want to. I'm just gonna time him out. I don't want to read your fucking message. So, I feel like money is a cheat code, and I'm married, but it depends on how you use the money. There are way too many examples of ugly celebrities with hot wives for there to have zero truth to it. Brother, you're almost there. A celebrity has networking opportunities, social status, opportunities for that girl as well, and also money. There's an entire status element to it that isn't even being discussed. And women care a lot about status. They do. Care massively about charisma as well. Yeah, and there's also the idea that a lot of these guys that are celebrities are charismatic, influential, successful people. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's not the money necessarily, it's what the money indicates. I'll give it a minute. That's fair. Money can offer you the first two mentioned. No, I agree on status. Money also give that too in a way. Not in the same way. Women don't want that kind of status of like, having a lot of money for the sake of being money, for having a lot of money. Like that's cheap status for a lot of people. They want to have like a moral status or like a social status. Like that's the way that people want things, right? And I get people might not get it. And you're all wrong here. I'm telling you guys, this is the way it is. I'm telling you this is the way it is. I know this. I've dealt with this. And that's it. And so, again, some women do, but it's the exception, not the rule. Yeah, definitely. Women want status more. I don't know. It depends, right? So, yeah, they're a celebrity man, got a wife before they became rich and famous. Just because you look like Heath Ledger doesn't mean that you like your personality in the long run. Women don't want hollow status, true? Exactly, bro. Like, and this is the thing. I know that people are very, very opinionated about this, right? They're extremely opinionated about this. But the reality is that I think that being like there's a reason why that whole looks maxing thing is so popular. There's a reason why. It's because it works. Like, it wouldn't be so popular if it didn't work. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's the same thing as steroids. Look at steroids. Why is everybody doing steroids? Because they work. Fuck, man. Obviously. Why does everybody drink caffeine? Because it works. Duh. It's just grooming? It's a lot more than that. It's obviously a lot more than that. Looks maxing plus money, though? Well, obviously, like, there's a trifecta that you can get that's going to make you look good. And what is this here? Currying up misinformation. Clavicula did not kill a living alligator. He shot at a dead carcass, not defending his actions, but misleading headlines. People he killed a living animal. He did not. Okay, all right, let's watch this. I found it out. I didn't hear this at all. All I'm saying, listen, all I'm saying is that, take it from me, being very wealthy does not mean you're going to have girls that want to talk to you. That's all I'm saying.